Hi everyone, welcome back to class. We're starting with our throat chakra today. This is located right at that indent at the end of the throat, kind of where the collarbones and the sternum start to meet there. So if you want to take a moment, let's go ahead and just put some fingertips over our throat chakra. Close the eyes, and we're going to start off with breathing in and out of the nose. Just bringing some energy here to the throat chakra. And you can think of the color sky blue. Slowing the breath, bringing the breath in and out of the nose. You can go ahead and release that. We're going to use our Bija mantra today. Hum, H-U-M. We're going to do this 5 times. Let's go ahead and inhale to hum. Hum. Last one. And just take a few moments feeling the difference within the body that you have created with this sound. The difference in the throat, how it feels in the body, the chest, the lungs, the abs. And just starting to bring that breath in and out of the nose, starting to focus our mind. The most important thing here is focusing our breath with our body movement. Let's go ahead and inhale, arms sweeping up. Nice deep breath. Exhale. Allow it to slowly release down. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, releasing slowly down. Inhale, lengthening up. This time bringing the gaze up, gazing between the fingertips, tucking the abs in, lengthening through the heart, through the face. And let's exhale, bring the palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthening back up. You can choose to gaze up. And this time, exhale, coming into a seated forward fold. So that just means slowly release forward and down, allowing the heart to be the leader as you move forward and down. Remember, keeping our back flat, rolling the shoulders back, lengthen through the neck. You can choose to allow the head to move relaxed down. You can also choose to round the back here if that is okay with your body. Always check in with your body. Let's go ahead and inhale, starting to gather that energy, lifting it all the way overhead. And exhale, palms come together, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthening back up. This time we're going to twist. So exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Remember the back is lengthened. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, coming forward in front again. And exhale over the right shoulder. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, back into forward fold, this time with a flat back. Only going as far down as you can keep the back flat. Inhale, let's open back up, lifting back up. Exhale, open left. Inhale, lengthening back up. Exhale, open right. Inhale, lengthening back up. Exhale, forward fold, flat back, heart leads. Inhale, lengthening, flat back, all the way back up. Exhale, open left. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, open right. Inhale, lengthening up. Last time, forward fold, heart leads. While we're here, stabilizing in the soles of our feet, seeing that we are hip width distance apart, that our knees are stacked right above our ankles, our toes point straight forward, our back is flat. You can bring hand support here by bringing it above the knees, elbows tuck into the rib cage. We still have a flat back. Let's go ahead and take that right arm and just sweep it straight forward from the right shoulder joint. And then allow that to release down. You can bring it back on top of the knee. Left hand straight forward, stretching forward from the left shoulder joint all the way through the fingertips. And let's release that. Back to the knee. We're going to take, if you can, bring the left arm across the lap. If this doesn't work for you, you can keep the left hand right on the knee. We're going to take that right arm and lengthen all the way up into our windmill. So keeping the back flat here, you're just starting to stack the shoulders and reach through the right shoulder upward. And let's exhale, release that. Moving to the opposite. Right arm comes across. It's okay if you do the left. Left arm comes up. Remember to focus on the breath here. Let's exhale and release that. So rights, lefts, it's okay. We're going to do both sides. So just stick to one side when we're doing this and then stick to the other side. Let's go ahead and inhale, flat back, lifting all the way up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Go ahead and plug the thumbs right here to the heart. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen through the neck. Remember posture, so our soles of our feet are connected to the ground. Knees and ankles are in alignment. Knees and hips are in alignment. Our abs are tucked in. We're breathing in and out of the nose as we find alignment in the spine. You could even use a root lock here. This is just squeezing the inner muscles upward through the spine. Go ahead and start to turn, looking over one shoulder. And then slowly allow that head to sweep forward, looking over the opposite shoulder. Starting to move the head back to center. We're going to release the hands down, allow the chin to come into the chest. Take a moment here, take the hands, and maybe give yourself a little bit of a self-massage here on either side of the vertebrae, moving down from between the shoulders or as close as you can get down there, and then draw that energy all the way up to the occipital, to the base of the head. And And then when you're done, take those hands, clasp them together, release the elbows forward down. Keep the length in the spine, chin tucks into chest. We're stretching the neck. Let's go ahead and release the hands back down to the knees. We're going to slowly let the head tilt to one side. The chin will lift up off the chest. And then allow the chin to come back down into the chest. And allow the head to tilt to the opposite side so ear moves towards the shoulder. And once again, let's draw the chin back down into the chest. Interlace the fingers back behind the head, elbows release. Inhale, let's lengthen up and open. And exhale, coming back down. Inhale, opening back up. Open through the shoulders, the chest, the elbows, the gaze. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lengthening up and open. Exhale, releasing. Release the arms all the way down. Let's relax the arms, shoulders roll back, lift through the heart. Remember, lengthen the spine here. Abs are tucked in, nice and tight. We're going to lengthen through the left foot, left leg lengthens. Let's go ahead and bring the toes up towards the ceiling. And then point them away. And let's rotate through the ankle. And then rotate opposite direction. And exhale, release that. Moving on to the next leg. Lengthen through the leg, toes up towards the ceiling. Stretch through the heel, lengthen through the leg. And then let's point the toes away from us. Bring it back up. We're going to rotate through the foot. Nice, easy circles. And let's rotate the opposite direction. And release the right leg. Let's inhale, arms and legs come up, point the toes up, send the energy through the heel, lengthen through the spine, tuck the abs in, lengthen through the arms. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen the gaze up. And exhale, bring the chin back down into chest. Inhale again, lengthen the chin up. Exhale, bring the chin back down into chest. Bring the gaze back to neutral. Go ahead and release legs and arms all the way down. Let's take right hand to underneath the leg or the knee, supporting. You could grab a hold of the knee, under the knee. You could even use a belt if you would like. We're going to just open up that leg, open it up and out to the side. Let it rotate back down. Bring it again up towards the chest, out to the side. Allow it to come back. So it's making that circle, coming back up, out to the side, back down, together. We're going to move it to the opposite now. So out to the side, then lift up towards the body, back to center and down. Coming back out to the side, back up and down. We have one more circle. Out to the side, back up and down. Moving to our opposite leg. Lifting up first, then out to the side. Allow it to come down. Sweep back to center. Lifting up. Out to the side. Sweep it back to center. One more time. And back to center. Let's move opposite direction. So we're going to sweep out to the side, lift up towards the body, bring it back to center. Back down, out to the side, lift up, back to center, down, out to the side, lift back up to, and then back to center, and down. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders now. So our feet are firmly planted, our back is lengthened, our abs are tucked in and engaged. We're rolling through the shoulders, nice big shoulder rolls. So as we exhale or inhale, we're moving in one direction. So maybe inhale as we start to draw it up, and maybe exhale as we bring it back. One more time. And now we're going to do the opposite. So squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift up as we inhale. Exhale as we move forward and down. Inhale, squeeze back, lift up. Exhale, forward, down. Inhale, squeeze back, lift up. Exhale, forward, down. Let's go ahead and inhale up to T-point. So we're just, palms are facing up, arms are outstretched, lengthened. We have a nice firm grounding either at our feet or at our glutes, hopefully both. Let's go ahead and start to inhale and reach to one side. Stretching, reaching all the way over as much as we can, stabilizing. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, stretching the opposite direction. Exhaling back to center. Inhale. Try and keep length here in the torso, the arm. Exhale. Inhale, reaching. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it here. Let's rotate palms forward. Bend at the elbows, coming into those cactus arms. Nice deep breath, maybe even stretching those elbows back towards each other, rolling the shoulders back and down, allowing the heart to lift, keeping those abs tucked in. Let's exhale. Start to bring the palms together. Zip down to the elbows touch. Press together. Then inhale, let's open back up. Exhale, bring it back together. Palms zip down to the elbows. Inhale, opens us back up. Exhale, bring it back together. Palms zip down to the elbows. Inhale, let's open up to that cactus. Exhale, allow the rotation of the hands to point down. Keep elbows and shoulders aligned the best you can. Then let's inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale, releasing down. Inhaling up. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, palms face up, T-pose. Inhale, lengthen all the way overhead. Exhale, moving down into forward fold, flatten the back, heart leads. Inhale, sweeping up and over. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart. Left leg or a leg comes out. Toes point up towards the ceiling. Heels the lengthened part. Let's take right hand, bring it down to the left, to that opposite leg. So if it's right, left or right, remember we're just doing opposite. So opposite hand to the leg outstretched, comes down to that lateral side. Then you're going to take the other hand and sweep all the way back. And let's sweep it all the way back to center, hands at heart. Release the leg. Opposite leg comes up. So from that leg, toes point upward, lengthen the leg. We're going to take the opposite hand of that leg and move to the lateral side of the leg. Take that other arm and hand and sweep and lengthen back. And let's start to exhale. Bring it all the way back. Palms together, hands to heart. Inhale, both legs come up. And just exhale, stretch the toes towards your nose. Let's inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, we're coming back to that twist that we started off with. Hand forward, opposite hand back. Lengthen arms, look over that shoulder. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, opposite arm comes forward, the other one goes back. Looking over the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen back up. Exhale again, twist and open. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale over the other shoulder. Inhale, lengthen up. Let's exhale, release the arms. Go ahead and release the feet and legs. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. And exhale, coming back to a flat back, forward fold. And while we have that flat back, remember you can always have hands on the knees here for support. Knees are right above the ankles. And we're just going to come back out to that right hand moving forward. And then let's bring the gaze to the right fingertips as it comes forward. Our left hand is still stable. Let's see if we can bring that arm up and over. Even if the body lifts, as long as we have a lengthened back, exhale, bring it all the way back. Try to keep the eyes on the hand and bring it down. Let's bring it back to our knee. Opposite arm lengthened straight forward. And then we're going to start to bring our gaze, our eyes to our hand or our fingertips, while keeping the body lengthened, the torso, the back, the spine. We're going to lift up again as we inhale. Let it open, rotate all the way back. Keeping an eye on the hand, and then bring it back. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to hang on to the knees. If you need to come scoot forward slightly a little bit, we're going to move into cat-cows, sitting on the chair. So that just means you need enough room behind you to round the back. So remember, we're using a lot of the ab muscles here and a lot of our breath to move the torso and the spine. So hanging onto our knees, while we're in flat back and we are hinged forward still at the hips, we're going to exhale, tuck in the navel to spine. So you're going to start to tuck it in. Start to let the shoulders roll forward as you hang onto the knees. Start to tuck the abs in and press back through the back. Using the abdominal muscles here as we press back, exhaling. As we move forward into cow, we're going to let the shoulders come up to the ears maybe for a moment. Then we're going to roll them back like we would for our shoulder rolls. We're going to draw that heart forward. We're going to squeeze shoulder blades and elbows back and down. We can bring the gaze straight forward, or we can start to bring the gaze upward, even stretching through the heart, the neck, the gaze. Let's exhale back into cat. Rounding through the back, taking our time, vertebrae by vertebra. Tucking the navel into the spine. Inhale, let's move forward again. Heart leads forward. Open through the heart, through the neck. Draw the shoulders back and down, elbows towards the body. Let's exhale back into cat. Inhale, cow. Nice deep expansion breath. Exhale, compress the navel to spine. Inhale, coming back into cow expansion. Exhale, compressing back into cat. Let's lengthen through the spine, sitting nice and tall. We're going to use some arm strength here to twist through the body. Let's bring right hand to the lateral side of the left leg. And if you're seeing me and that's different, that's okay. We're going to twist the other side as well. So the opposite hand's going to come back. And we're just keeping the spine lengthened. So nice and tall, shoulders rolled back and down. And we're twisting, looking over the opposite shoulder. Let's allow that to release. We had a few breaths there, about 2 to 3. Let's bring the other hand, the lateral side of leg. The other arm reaches back either into the chair, helps you out, allows you to lengthen through the spine. Remember to relax the shoulders as you look over. And let's go ahead and release that, coming back to center. So this time we were in hip width distance apart. We're going to open up for our sun and moon flowers and some of our side bends and things that we're going to do. So let's open up the legs just a little. Remember, you want to be comfortable and you want joint stacking. So you're as comfortable as you can be. We have hips still aligning with the knees, hopefully in the chair that you've chosen today. Getting nice and comfortable. Make sure knees are still stacking right above your ankles. And those toes are going to point the same direction as your knees. So toes aren't pointed inward or all the way outward. They are pointed the same direction as your knees. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen all the way up. We're going to exhale back out to that T, palms face down for our warrior 2. Let's look over the left fingertips. And once again, left and right. It's okay if you look over the right. We're going to do the same on the other side. Let's go ahead and just sweep the head through center. Warrior 2 for the other side. Keeping those arms lengthened like we're stretching. We have our dynamic tension here. Stretching through the arms, stretching through the vertebrae, the spine from crown all the way up. And then also pressing the soles of our feet here. So come back to center. Pressing the soles of the feet into the ground. Trying to activate our legs. Let's bend our elbow. Bring the forearm down to our quad muscle. Right arm, the arm, opposite arm lengthens upward. You can see the palm is rotated towards you. If the palm is rotated forward, it is fine. But eventually we're going to rotate the palm towards us. And then as we do, if you want to take it a step further for the stretch, and this is okay, you can bring that arm sweeping all the way overhead, reaching towards that side. Let's go ahead and press into that leg, lift back up, both arms reach up, untwisting, lengthen forward. Let's go ahead and sweep the opposite arm, palm faces up, forearm comes down to that quad, and you're going to lengthen up through that other arm that's reaching for the sky. And then if you'd like to take it a step further, you just take that arm and stretch it overhead, reaching to the side. Still supporting here is our abs, our back, and somewhat on the arm that supports down to the leg. And let's go ahead and start to bring it back up. Inhale, untwisting, bringing both arms up. We're going to first move into our moonflower, so palms face forward. Exhale, let's bend the elbows, draw down to the rib cage as much as we can. Let the shoulders roll back, let the shoulder blades squeeze together, let the heart lift, the abs stay tucked in, navel to spine. Let's inhale and lengthen all the way back up overhead. Now we're going to move into a sunflower. It's just a nice big circle with the hands. You can hinge forward at the hips as long as you keep the back flat. So remember, we're not trying to get as close to the floor as we can. We're keeping the back flat. Our hips are hinging. You could sweep forward and down and then come all the way back up. Keep the back lengthened. If this is impossible for you to hinge forward, you can still do the same exercise without the hinge in the hips. You can keep length in the spine and just sweep the arms up and over and back down. We're going to go ahead and do one more sunflower, exhaling, choosing to either hinge forward at the hips or to stay erect all the way through. Go ahead and inhale, lengthen all the way back up. Back into moonflower. Exhale, elbows down to the rib cage, palms face forward. Let the heart lift. And inhale, lengthens us back up. Again, one more moonflower. Exhale, elbows come back down to the rib cage. Inhale, lengthening up. And let's exhale, let the arms sweep out to our knees again. We're going to use palms of hands on the knees. This time, we're going to hinge forward, let the heart lead, flatten the back. So only hinge forward as it is comfortable for you. Let's exhale, hinge forward, heart leads, elbow tucks into the rib cage. And then inhale, just lengthen back up. So right now we're just keeping the back lengthened. Exhale, heart leads forward and down. Inhale, lengthens us back up. Nice deep breaths. Remember, body and breath connection here. Exhale, heart leads down. Inhale, pressing us back up. And this time we're going to add a little twist. So remember, our back stays lengthened. We're just twisting. Let the right shoulder move forward. Look over the left shoulder. And remember, it's okay. Left and rights might be a little mixed up here because I'm on video. No problem. So just go back and forth. One shoulder moves forward. You're looking over the other. You're twisting. We're drawing back up. We're trying to keep a flat back. We're only flat back, hinging at the hips with a twist. Inhale brings you back up to length. The exhales we twist as we move forward and down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and last one, exhale. Inhale, lengthen back up. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen the arms all the way overhead. Palms are going to face forward again. We're going to come into our goddess pose. So let's exhale, elbows directly out from the shoulders, palms face forward. Let it open through the heart, feeling the chest muscles open here. Remember, rib cage, if you start to feel it wanting to peel outward, we're drawing inward. So think of all the energy, all your muscles contracting towards the navel, and the navel contracting towards the spine. Feet are grounded. So let's start to bring the legs into this as well, making sure that we're getting a full body here. So pressing the soles of the feet into the ground, connecting with the earth as we ground ourselves. We're starting to even bring that root lock back as we draw in the energy, squeezing and lifting all the way up through the spine. Coming back to the breath. And let's exhale, release that all the way down. Bringing hands back to knees, we're going to heel toe back. All right, so let's see if we can see me a little bit better here. I'm going to we're going to do our feet. So here we can see my feet. All right, so we're going to start off with coming a little bit closer to the edge of the chair so that we can make sure that you're comfortable. You want to lengthen out one of your legs, but you don't want the circulation to cut off from the chair. So make sure that your chair is stable. You have plenty of weight so that you also don't tip forward. You want to make sure you can lengthen the leg comfortably. The other leg is going to be bent. Remember, hip, knee, knee, ankle. We have it stacked. Let's go ahead and draw those toes up towards the ceiling. We're going to take the hand that's on the same side. Left hand is going to be the other hand and leg with the bent knee is stable. This hand is very soft, so we're not putting pressure or gravity or any kind of weight on it. We're going to draw down nice and slow. Keep a flat back. Let the heart lead. So we still have a flat back and we're reaching slowly down towards the feet. It's okay if you don't make it all the way down to the toes. We're not trying to make it all the way down to the toes and beyond. We're just moving with our body, finding out where we feel the tension, where we feel the need to stop. And then just focus on the breath. We're going to do 5 deep breaths here. Only focusing on the breath. Two more breaths. Then slowly let that hand just come all the way back up, lift through the body, keeping that flat back. We're now going to point the toes or even try and bring the foot all the way to the ground. Either point the toes or try to bring the ball of the foot and the toes and the whole sole of the foot down to the ground while keeping the leg lengthened. Remember, no weight on the hand that is going to glide down towards the toes. Take a nice deep breath, flatten through the back, only hinging at the hips. Exhale, let the heart lead, let the hand lead all the way down. We're going to move back into 5 breaths here. And then let's slowly start to draw back up after our 5 breaths. Remember, we have the other side to do, so nicely bend that knee. Right, or the hand, same hand to same knee. Remember, it stabilizes. The opposite leg lengthens. Let's start again at the heel. Remember, you can have a soft bend in the knee. We don't want to lock it out or bend it all the way back the opposite direction. You want to keep a stability here as well as trying to find length. So that other hand now comes to the leg. Remember, it's just gliding. Toes are up towards the ceiling. And we're going to exhale, hinge at the hips. Keep a nice flat back as we draw down. Finding your capacity for stretch here, coming to the breath. Allow the breath to relax the body. One more breath here. And let's exhale, gently start to bring it back up. As we come all the way back up, remember we're going to either point the toes or do our best to bring the foot all the way to the ground so that we're touching here. That hand, same hand to same leg again, is just a gliding hand, bringing it forward down as far as we can, and then just holding it, coming back into our 5 breaths. Remember, these are nice, deep breaths here. In and out of the nose. And let's slowly start to bring that all the way back up. Allow that leg to come back up. Let's twist here where we Feel a little bit in our low back now. We've stretched our legs. This time our twist, we're going to take that hand, bring it back behind our low back, stretch towards the opposite hip. And remember that opposite hand comes to the lateral side of our legs and just allows that stretch. Nice deep breath. And let's go ahead and start to release that one. We're going to take opposite hand, comes to the lateral side of the leg. The other hand comes behind your low back, reaches for your opposite hip. Twisting, lengthening through the back. And starting to release that. All right, so you can remain in the chair. We're coming to Shavasana. And Shavasana is the time where we get to relax the body. We get to bring all that energy back into ourselves. We get to quiet our mind now that we've stretched the body. So you can choose to lay down. I suggest a comfortable place. You always want to meditate where it is comfortable for you. So if you're going to be in a chair, just make sure that we feel grounded at the feet, comfortable. Our shoulders are relaxed. We're still lengthening through the spine wherever we're at in our Shavasana. We're lengthening through the spine. I choose palms up. This is ready to receive. It tells the body that you're ready to receive. You can also do palms face down. This is more of a security thing that you can just bring palms face down, still absorbing this energy. So it's your choice. We're going to start to quiet the mind by shutting the eyes, allowing the outside world to just disappear. Focusing on the breath. Our eyes are shut. Maybe we're starting to notice any sounds here. And then we're going to quiet the mind even further by letting go of those sounds. And as we're quiet, getting in touch with the body here for a moment, scanning the body. Do we feel a little more at peace, a little more calm? Our body's ready to relax. And as we feel grounded, rooted, we bring in the words, I am safe. I am safe. I am stable. And just allow that energy. If you'd like, you can imagine the root chakra between the pubis bone and the coccyx bone or the tailbone. This is our earthbound chakra, where we could feel secure, safe, grounded. Taking a few moments here And allowing this movement to move up to our sacral chakra, located a few inches below the navel and deep within the pelvis. Finding our emotions, our feelings, our relationships here. And maybe even feeling a little more fluid here. Bringing in the words, I trust myself. I trust myself. And then allowing us to make that movement all the way into the solar plexus. This is above the navel. This is our heat, our fire element, our willpower, our strength, our confidence. And here, through our mind, we repeat, I am. I am. Allowing yourself to feel whole, to feel complete. And then allowing it to move to the heart center. As we imagine that we're opening the heart, the element is air. You feel free as a bird here in the heart. As we bring in the words, I am love, I am love. And maybe take a few moments and say, I am lovable, I am lovable. And then allow that energy to come all the way up into the throat. Where the air starts to purify. And this element is ether, transformation, purification. I speak my truth. I speak my truth. Take a few moments in the throat. I speak my truth. And then allow it to come all the way up into the third eye. This is above, between the brows, and back inside the head. All the way to the pineal gland, shaped like a pine cone. And just take a moment to clear the mind. And invite your intuition in. I am guided by my intuition. Invite infinite possibilities. Letting go of any illusions, fog, clearing the mind. And then coming all the way to the crown of our head, which is actually just barely above, towards the back of the head and on top. And here we can imagine a light streaming through all of our chakras, through our entire body. And taking a moment to connect to this light, allowing the rhythm of your breath to connect. Allow this light to energize you, to lighten you, to just allow the negative or any outward things to dissipate, to fall away from you. Imagine every breath drawing in light, drawing in love, drawing in that eternal happiness within. Feeling that unconditional love throughout your body, throughout your mind. And slowly taking the light and bringing it, compacting it, making it small. Bring it right into the low dantian. This is where that sacral point is, just below the navel, deep within the pelvis. And just taking that moment to re-stabilize ourselves, to feel balanced here. You might bring the hands over that point. You might just keep the hands relaxed. But starting to come back into that breath awareness as we have inhales and exhales. Allowing it to slowly wake up the body and mind. Feeling centered, feeling balanced. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Namaste. And have a good rest of your day.